What's going on, everybody? It's just another day in the kitchen, back with another episode. In today's video, we're taking a look at the newest merch and collab from Travis Scott, as well as what's going on with this sneaker raffle. Now, before we get started, I want to give a special shout out to the homie Strain Beats, who's been cooking up the beats for these videos, so make sure you guys check him out. And while you're here, you might as well drop a like and subscribe and join our free Discord to stay up to date with the latest and the greatest. Shout out to all of my chefs in there. Now, today's video comes admittedly a few days late by my own standards, as Travis first revealed his new Fragment merch collab and Jordan 1 Low sneaker raffle a whole 2 days ago, or Friday morning. And even though I'm dropping this video a whole 2 days later, this raffle has still not happened yet, so let's dive straight into this new collection. Kicking things off with this very clean long sleeve that pays tribute to not only Travis's hometown of Houston, but also Japan, where the Fragment brand was created. And as you guys can see, not only will this piece cost you a cool $85, but it's also advertised as shipping in surprisingly 7 to 8 weeks. And I say surprisingly in this case because whenever Nike is involved with these Cactus Jack collabs, shipping times tend to be a lot quicker, so I'm kind of surprised we're seeing 7 to 8 weeks out, as that's typically more Travis's speed, but let's see how the rest of the pieces are. So next up in this new drop, we have our first zip hoodie, which will cost you a cool $165 and will take up to 3 months to arrive, as shipping times now increase up to 10 to 12 weeks for this one. And while it may no longer be cold here in Florida by the time this hoodie finally touches down, I have to say this is definitely a clean piece, as we again see the tribute to Japan and the Fragment brand. And with this being a heavyweight hoodie, I have a feeling this is going to be a very dope piece to have in hand. Now, next up we have this dope collab hat that'll cost you a cool $50 and ships in 7 to 8 weeks. And since this hat also carries on with the whole Houston to Japan theme, I decided to look up the significance of the second city, and it turns out that Fragment's creator Hiroshi Fujiwara was actually born there, so I'd say that makes sense and makes this Cactus Jack collab that much more special. Now, I know I complain a lot on my videos about the heat here in Florida and not being able to wear winter wear as often as I'd like, so this next merch is definitely up my alley, as Travis would drop these Cactus Jack Nike Dream sweatshorts that'll arrive in 10 to 12 weeks and cost you a cool $95. And these honestly feature some pretty hard spray paint designs, so definitely don't sleep on these if you're looking for something more low-key from this collection. So to follow up these shorts, we have a really cool piece in the form of this Cactus Jack Nike Tokyo retro jersey that's available for a cool $120. And I would say this is actually very on point for not only Cactus Jack, but the collab in general, as baseball is the most popular sport in Japan, and we have of course seen Trav host his own baseball charity events in his hometown of Houston, so I wouldn't be surprised at all if this jersey was one of the more popular items from this collection. And since we're on the topic of Cactus Jack sports, I wanted to remind all of my chefs and viewers that Trav is supposed to be collabing with like all of the major North American sports leagues sometime this year, so hopefully he hasn't forgotten and we see that drop soon. Now, to follow up that dope Cactus Jack jersey, we have the first of a 2-piece windbreaker set in the form of this windbreaker zip jacket that features some very cool Japanese imagery like this sick dragon on the front. And for a cost of $145, this can be yours and is one I'm honestly considering picking up. So it's only right, if you cop the Cactus Jack windbreaker jacket, that you gotta get the matching windbreaker pants to match, and these are available for a cool $125 and feature some subtle Cactus Jack and Fragment branding to really help you put the Cactus Jack fit together. Now, last but not least, in terms of clothing, we finish things off with this Cactus Jack Nike Fleece zip jacket, which honestly looks cozy and warm as hell. And for a price of $185, I sure hope it is. Now, as we're wrapping up this new drop and taking a look at these product photos, I wanted to talk about just that. as it wasn't always that Travis's merch drops actually had pictures of the items close up, and we were often stuck with just a mock-up photo and hoping for the best when it finally arrived. Now, last but not least, in this new drop, we have two very unique items represented by these Cactus Jack Daruma dolls, available in both a brown and blue color and for $55. And while you might be watching this and wondering what these actually are, much like I was when I saw they first dropped, after some research, I found out that they're actually very common in Japan and are regarded as a symbol of good luck, good fortune, and some even believe them to ward off evil. So again, for $55, I think this is a very cool pickup, which marks a very special collab, and shout out to the people of Japan. Now, as I was filming today's video and wrapping things up, I felt very nostalgic as I was thinking back on Travis's first Fragment collab from a few years ago, so I just wanted to share some footage of what these collections looked like, as there was definitely a larger variety of merch with the original drops, so I'd love to know in the comments which one you guys prefer, and if you'd like to see me do a larger deep dive, let me know in the comments as well. Now, as if this new Cactus Jack and Fragment collection wasn't already special enough, Travis would actually host a multi-day pop-up in Japan where fans could actually pick up some exclusive pieces that are unfortunately not yet available online. So for the next portion of this video, I just wanted to share some of the exclusive pieces that we saw at this pop-up, which are actually courtesy of a Takashi Murakami and Cactus Jack collab. And if Murakami's name and art style sound and look familiar, that's because it is, as he not only designed Ye's iconic graduation album cover, but also the Kids See Ghosts album cover, along with many other iconic projects and pieces. Now, as far as these upcoming Fragment Air Jordan 1 lows, apparently the stock is sitting at around 40,000 pairs globally, but I think it's really anyone's guess, much like when it comes to when Travis will actually drop these. So the only thing I do know is that whenever they do go live, I will post about it immediately. So if you haven't already joined our Discord, make sure to, and you might as well like this video for good luck for this drop. Now, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching, and I'd love to know what you guys think about this one in the comments. While today's video is more so on Travis, I did want to share a very cool Ye related update, as Travis brought him out this weekend while performing in Japan, and Ye would actually perform the following songs while joining Travis on stage. So whether this means that Ye and Trav are back working together, or it was just a one-time event, only time will tell. And regardless of what happens, you know your boy will be here to cook up a video about it. So as always, thank you guys so much for cooking with the kitchen. Let me know if you guys picked up any of the new pieces in this drop. Don't forget to stay safe out there, and as always, remember, it's lit straight up and peace.